The Panama Canal stands as a monumental engineering achievement, stretching 82 kilometers across the Isthmus of Panama, connecting the Caribbean Sea with the Pacific Ocean. This artificial waterway serves as a critical artery for global maritime transport, allowing ships to travel between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans without navigating the lengthy and hazardous route around South America's southern tip. The canal operates through a system of locks positioned at both ends of the waterway. These locks lift vessels to the level of artificial Lake Gatun, situated 26 meters above sea level. The lake was created by damming the Chagres River and Lake Alajuela, significantly reducing the volume of excavation work required during construction. After crossing the lake, locks on the opposite end lower ships back to sea level. Each vessel passage requires approximately 197 million liters of fresh water, making the canal vulnerable during drought periods when water levels drop. The Panama Canal's opening on August 15, 1914, fundamentally transformed global shipping. The canal dramatically shortened maritime routes in both time and distance, energized international trade, and significantly impacted the world economy, benefiting both industrialized and developing nations. The canal's construction history saw several administrative changes, initially controlled by Colombia, then France, which began work in 1881 but abandoned it in 1889 due to financial difficulties and high worker mortality. In 1904, the United States took over the project, successfully completing construction by 1914. American control of the canal and surrounding zone continued until the signing of the Torrijos-Carter Treaties in 1977, which provided for gradual transfer to Panama. Following a period of joint management, the canal came fully under Panamanian government control in 1999 and is currently managed by a specialized government body, the Panama Canal Authority. The original canal locks measure 33 meters wide and were designed to accommodate Panamax-class vessels. However, as modern ships grew in size, canal expansion became necessary. Between September 2007 and May 2016, a third, wider lock system was constructed, beginning commercial operation on June 26, 2016. This expansion enabled the passage of larger Neo-Panamax-class vessels. Traffic through the canal has steadily increased, from approximately 1,000 ships in 1914 to 14,702 vessels, with a total tonnage of 333 million tons by 2008. By 2012, more than 815,000 ships had transited the canal. The primary users include the United States, China, Chile, Japan, and South Korea. Ship transits through the Panama Canal are managed by a specialized pilotage service. The average passage time is about 9 hours, though the minimum time can be as little as 4 hours and 10 minutes. The canal's maximum capacity is 48 vessels per day. Annually, approximately 14,000 ships transit the canal, carrying about 280 million tons of cargo, representing roughly 5% of global ocean freight. Currently, the canal operates at maximum capacity, resulting in transit slots often being sold at auction. The total fee for a ship's passage can reach $400,000. As of 2017, vessels required an average of 11.38 hours to transit between the canal's outer locks. Due to its immense significance and technical excellence, the American Society of Civil Engineers included the Panama Canal in its list of 7 wonders of the modern world. Transit fees are established and collected by the Panama Canal Authority. The fee amount depends on vessel type. For container ships, rates are calculated based on capacity expressed in 20-foot equivalent units, TEU. As of May 1, 2006, this rate was $49 per TEU. For other vessel types, payment is determined by displacement. In 2006, the fee was $2.96 per ton for the first 10,000 tons, $2.90 for each of the next 10,000 tons, and $2.85 for each ton thereafter. One of the most serious challenges has been periodic droughts. In 2015 to 2016, Panama experienced a severe drought caused by El Niño, leading to critically low water levels in Lake Gatun. The Canal Authority had to implement draft restrictions and reduce daily transits, negatively impacting global trade. A similar situation occurred in 2019 to 2020, when insufficient rainfall again dropped water levels in the canal's artificial lakes below normal. The Canal Authority restricted vessel draft to 13.1 meters instead of the standard 15.2 meters, preventing many large ships from transiting with full loads. These environmental crises highlighted the canal's dependence on stable water supply and prompted Panamanian authorities to develop long-term water management plans, including additional reservoirs and conservation systems. In March 2008, the Japanese tanker Astro Luna collided with the support of the Bridge of the Americas, temporarily closing one lane of traffic on the bridge. Although serious damage was avoided, the incident highlighted potential risks when large vessels navigate narrow sections of the canal. In September 2016, just months after the expanded canal opened, the container ship Costco Shipping Panama, symbolically chosen for the first transit through the new locks, struck the wall of the Agua Clara lock, sustaining minor damage. This incident sparked discussions about the safety of the new locks and whether pilots were adequately trained to handle maximum-size vessels. In June 2018, the container ship Ever Liberty also collided with a lock wall, causing damage to both the vessel and canal infrastructure. Following this incident, the Panama Canal Authority revised safety protocols and enhanced crew training requirements. The most serious incident occurred in February 2023, when the Panamanian-flagged dry cargo vessel CSC Florida lost control while transiting the Miraflores locks and collided with several waiting vessels. 3 people were injured, and southbound canal traffic was suspended for 18 hours. In April 2012, the Canal Workers Union held a one-day strike protesting staff reduction plans and changes to working conditions. Although the strike didn't cause serious disruption, it demonstrated the vital transport corridor's potential vulnerability to labor disputes. A more serious situation developed in August 2018 when the pilots' union announced a work-to-rule action, significantly slowing vessel transits. The pilots demanded improved working conditions and enhanced safety measures for handling increasingly large vessels through the new locks. The conflict was resolved only after 2 weeks of negotiations and intervention by the Panamanian government. After the new locks opened in 2016, several technical issues emerged. Notably, cracks appeared in the concrete structures of the Cocoli locks on the Pacific side. Though Canal Authority representatives maintain these defects pose no threat to navigation safety, they raise concerns in the international maritime community and required additional repairs. In 2017, several failures occurred in the new lock gates, temporarily halting traffic. These incidents highlighted the complexity of operating the high-tech lock system and the need for constant maintenance. The coronavirus pandemic in 2020 to 2021 seriously affected Panama Canal operations. While the canal remained functional, strict sanitary protocols slowed vessel processing. Additionally, global supply chain disruptions led to uneven canal usage, with periods of congestion alternating with insufficient traffic. In April 2020, the Canal Authority temporarily reduced tariffs to support international trade during the crisis. This helped attract additional traffic, but negatively impacted Panama's revenue. In the modern digital era, the Panama Canal has faced new threats from cyberattacks. In September 2022, computer systems controlling vessel movement experienced a series of hacking attempts, presumably from foreign states. Although canal security services successfully repelled these attacks, they revealed the critical infrastructure's potential vulnerability to cyber threats. In response, the Panama Canal Authority significantly increased cybersecurity investments and established a specialized center to counter cyber attacks, operating around the clock. In 2021, the opening of the Northern Sea route through the Arctic, made possible by global warming and melting ice, created a potential alternative to the Panama Canal for shipping between Asia and Europe. Though this route remains limited in use, its development presents a long-term strategic challenge to the Panama Canal. Additionally, in 2023, China announced a dry canal project through Nicaragua, including railway and pipeline construction for cargo transportation between the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, bypassing the Panama Canal. While implementation remains uncertain, it demonstrates ongoing geopolitical competition for control of key transport corridors. Despite numerous challenges, the Panama Canal continues to play a key role in the global transportation system. The Canal Authority actively invests in infrastructure modernization and new technologies to improve efficiency and safety. A priority direction is addressing water supply issues. In 2022, construction began on a new reservoir to ensure stable canal operation even during drought periods. Seawater desalination projects to replenish freshwater supplies in the canal's artificial lakes are also under consideration. Another important direction is digitizing vessel traffic management. Implementing artificial intelligence and automated control systems should increase canal capacity and reduce accident risk. The Panama Canal also actively participates in global efforts to decarbonize maritime transport. In 2023, the Canal Authority announced preferential tariffs for low-carbon emission vessels, aiming to encourage more environmentally friendly shipping technologies. The Panama Canal, connecting two oceans, remains one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements and a key element of global transport infrastructure. Despite various 21st century challenges, from natural disasters and technical malfunctions to geopolitical competition and cyber threats, the canal continues to function successfully, providing the shortest route for maritime vessels between the eastern and western coasts of the Americas. The canal's 21st century operational experience demonstrates both the vulnerability of complex engineering structures to new challenges and humanity's ability to adapt to changing conditions and solve complex problems. The Panama Canal's future will largely depend on Panama's and the international community's ability to effectively address emerging issues and continue modernizing this critically important element of global infrastructure. Since opening more than a century ago, the Panama Canal has changed the global geography of trade. In the 21st century, it continues adapting to new realities, remaining a symbol of human ingenuity and international cooperation.